viewers, the stage is set. Chennai is ready to welcome PM Modi. Preparations galore ahead of PM's visit. Now, these live visuals are coming from Chennai. Remember that ahead of Modi's visit, the preparations are on. Also, the police has announced traffic diversions in parts of the city as well. So this is Modi's first official visit to Tamil Nadu after DMK had come to power in last year's assembly elections. This is a big visit by PM Modi, and visuals from Chennai ahead of PM's visit on your screens there. I would like to go across to Apurva, joining me for more. Apurva, take us through the agenda of PM Modi when he visits Chennai. What are the engagements that he will be taking part in?
Expecting great changes in forthcoming days in Tamil Nadu. As far as art and culture cell is concerned, we have made arrangements of Mailatam, Oilatam, and we have Pradishtai Panirko. Inge vandu Shivalingam vandu Pradishtai Panirko. So all the people over here are really overwhelming to welcome our Prime Minister. We are eagerly awaiting for him. My name is Sashireka. I am from East Chennai. BJP art and culture. Yeah. Thank you.
27 people are present here and we are dancing Pushpanjali, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu and Vedangal Nangum Konda and Panchanadai. To welcome Mr. Modi ji, our Prime Minister. Thank you. Lipi. Name a Lipi.
ஸ்ரீ குருபியோ நமக. என்னோட பேர் பவித்ரா. ஸ்ரீ ஆதி அபிநயாலேருந்து தாம்பரத்துலேருந்து வரோம். பஞ்சநடையை பற்றி ஆடுறதுக்காக வந்திருக்கோம். இந்த வாய்ப்பை கொடுத்ததுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ. பவித்ரா.
All right, I'll just go to Apurva now. Apurva, this is the visuals we're getting on a screen. Celebrations galore ahead of PM's visit. The preparations are on. Take us through all the engagements that PM Modi will be taking part in. We know that he will also be laying the foundation stone for 11 projects. Apurva.
Well, that's right. The Prime Minister is scheduled to arrive shortly here in Chennai, and as you can see, the celebrations are already grand out here. Both DMK and BJP cadres, you can see, who are gathered here to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin. We also have, kids out here who are standing with, placards and are enthusiastically, standing in line, all ready to welcome Prime Minister Modi. These kids, all of them who have arrived here, all of them, catching flowers in their hands and reading "Welcome Modi ji." That is what these kids are, standing here outside, just a couple of meters away from the Nehru Stadium, where the Prime Minister will be arriving shortly at. As you can see, cadres from both DMK and BJP who have gathered here to welcome him as well. This definitely, as there is a lot of police security that has been deployed here, given the nature of the event as well. You can see how the police deployed are trying to move the people aside to create a clear path of safety for the convoy of the Chief Minister and Prime Minister to go through as well. Kids and people from across all ages who have come here to take part in this in welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin here for the signing of the completed projects as well. Definitely, we are seeing a lot of enthusiastic people have gathered here. This even at the same time as music, dance and other, several other people who have gathered here to share their joy in welcoming the Prime Minister here into Chennai as well. We are also, what we are learning is that the Tamil Nadu police has tightened up security to the maximum level. Almost over 22,000 policemen have been deployed here in Chennai city alone, especially in the routes at which the Prime Minister will be arriving at. He will be arriving here in Nehru Stadium shortly in just a couple of minutes, following which he will also be going ahead and launching all of these projects that are roughly worth about 31,000 crores. Following this engagement with the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister there, he will also proceed back to Delhi. That is what we are hearing, that is the schedule that the Prime Minister will be having here. Children from across all ages and people who have gathered here, enthusiasts who are eager to see and catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Modi are here all gathered to try and catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister as he arrives here just minutes later, where he will be going for the engagement at Nehru Stadium. Back to studio.
Apurva, we can clearly see it's going to be a grand welcome for PM Modi as he arrives in Chennai. Could you speak to the children there? Could you speak to the people there who are just waiting with bated breath to receive and see PM Modi?
Well, definitely we are already seeing that a lot of people, cadres who have gathered here as well, and we are also seeing one of the parents here. Ma'am, நீங்க வந்து இப்ப குழந்தைங்கலாம் உங்களோட வந்திருக்கீங்க, குழந்தைங்க எல்லாரும் உங்களோட ரெடியா இருக்காங்க, மோடி வரவேற்காக வந்து ரெடியா இருக்கீங்களா? எப்போலேருந்து காத்து?
ஆமா, இது வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, இது பாரத தலைவர். அதுவும் இல்லாமல் இவர் வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் 10 இயர்ஸாக நம்ம நாடு எவ்வளோ முன்னேற்றம் அடைஞ்சிருக்கு. பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு வந்து நம்மளோட ஹிஸ்ட்ரி தெரியணும். எப்பேற்பட்ட ஆள் வந்து நம்ம நாட்டை நோக்கி வர்றாங்க, அவங்க எந்த மாதிரி மரியாதை கொடுக்கணும்னு. ஸோ அதனால வந்து பிள்ளைங்களும் வந்து அவங்க ஆர்வமாக வந்து கலந்துக்கிறாங்க.
எல்லாருமே வந்து உங்க ஏரியா குழந்தைங்களா?
ஆமா, என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், ரிலேஷன்ஸ், எங்க நிர்வாகிகளோட பசங்க தான் எல்லாமே. எல்லாருமே வந்து அவங்களே வந்து மோடிஜி மேல அஃபெக்ஷன் ஆகி பிள்ளைங்க வந்து 2 hours 3 hours இங்கே நிற்கிறாங்கன்னா அது காரணம் அவர் மேலே உள்ள அஃபெக்ஷனும் நாட்டு மேலே உள்ள பற்றும் தான் காரணம்.
Well, one of the parents of the children here who are standing, and she says the children have gathered here out of their love and affection for the Prime Minister, and that they have been standing holding the BJP flag as well as the rose and all other things that they will want, that they hope will capture the eye of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, even as he is just scheduled to arrive in Chennai, where he will be landing and arriving here at the Nehru Stadium in just a short couple of minutes from now, with all preparations that have been set in place for the laying of the foundation stone as well as opening of several projects. Heavy security that has been tightened up in and around this area, police security that have been tightened up across all and every covering all angles as well. This even as DMK and BJP cadres who have gathered here ready to try and catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister and Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister, the CM MK Stalin, who will be arriving here, crossing to just reach to the Nehru Stadium there, where both of them, along with several other prominent leaders, will be laying forth the foundation stone and launching several projects for the benefit of Tamil Nadu.
Apurva, stay on with us. I'm coming back to you. Let me tell our viewers what exactly is happening there. Republic TV's Apurva is in Chennai, and what we are waiting for is PM Modi's visit to Chennai today. The BJP, they're also waiting to give him a grand welcome. Children waiting to give him a grand welcome. Celebrations galore and preparations galore as the PM will be visiting Chennai. A lot of preparations are also underway, including that what will happen at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, where he will be hosted. There will be a function there where he will lay the foundation stone for 11 projects. And he will earlier remember that he had attended the 20th anniversary celebrations at ISB today. Now, also we believe, Apurva, that heavy security arrangements have also been made as PM Modi is all set to visit Chennai.
Well, that's right. Heavy security, as per video journalist you can see on the screen out there. Heavy security has been deployed here for the arrival of PM Modi. This definitely, given that both important leaders, including PM Prime Minister security deployed, but we are also seeing that cadres who are gathered here, despite the heavy security, all trying to catch a glimpse of what they feel will be Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will be arriving in this route. As you can see, at every inch and every corner, security has been tightened. Almost over 22,000 policemen who have been deployed for this same as well. So with the fandom and with the kind of festivities that you can see over here, it is definitely noteworthy to know that what is the kind of welcome that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be expecting on his reach to Chennai as well. DMK cadres on one side who will be welcoming Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister there, MK Stalin, and BJP cadres on the other side who will be welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well. All of this, even as every inch of this route has been completely shut off for the public as well, given that the security reasons will be kept in mind. Police security that has already been deployed, and this at BJP cadres in fact have put up almost across 10 locations from the Prime Minister's route into Chennai as well. And in all of these 10 locations, the BJP cadres are expected to have batches of the cadres who will be arriving here and will be trying to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister as well. This even as they are, holding placards, balloons and posters welcoming the Prime Minister here into Chennai city as well. A grand welcome that we shall call this as Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to land in just a couple of minutes in Chennai city as well. With the celebrations on one side, music and festivities on the other side. This will be one of the, remember this will be Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first official visit to Chennai post the DMK coming to power. This will also be one of the most important events that will be marked. Remember, DMK had won the 2021 Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly session in a massive win, following which this will be Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first visit, official visit to Chennai and into the state of Tamil Nadu. Given that this will be the first official visit with the cadres who have gathered here, children and people of all ages who have gathered here to welcome him, this will definitely be one of the memorable visits that the Prime Minister sure will be having. That is what we can also see from the visuals that are, that we can see right now. Several people who have gathered here just to catch a glimpse at DMK on one side, who will be cadres of DMK who will be on one side to catch a glimpse of MK Stalin, and the cadres of BJP on the other are trying to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But equally, people of Tamil Nadu all gathered here trying to catch a glimpse of both their leaders who will be arriving here shortly for the launch of several projects that will be beneficial to Tamil Nadu, worth rupees almost over 31,000 crores.
Well, Apurva, these are these visuals that we're getting from Chennai in fact, PM Modi will be touching down any time now, Apurva. We know that. Also, many social welfare schemes will be announced. We also know that PM will inaugurate over 1,000 homes, which will be constructed as part of the Lighthouse Project Chennai, which has been built at a cost of 116 crores, Apurva. So we basically are going to see many developments, many engagements, including social welfare schemes. And right now, Apurva, of course, anytime now, PM Modi will be touching down in Chennai, and everyone from young children all the way to senior citizens there waiting to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. Right, Apurva?
Well, that's right. Definitely, this will not be just one or two projects, but almost over 11 to 13 projects that the Prime Minister will be launching for the nation. This including construction projects as well as metro rail and several other projects that the Prime Minister will be dedicating to the nation as well. We are also seeing that the long discussed project of the railway gauge conversion project between Madurai Theni as well as several several projects for giving access and boost to tourism in Tamil Nadu region will be taking the forefront as well. We're also seeing a third railway line that will be set in place. Not only that, it will also be one of the most important projects, including the highway project between Bengaluru and Chennai, that will also be opened today as well. So several important projects which hold prominence and benefit for the people of Tamil Nadu. That is what we will be seeing, that the Prime Minister will be launching today. A fandom as well as a lot of joy, happiness and shrill joy that we can see on the faces of all those cadres who have gathered here to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi, even as he is expected to arrive here shortly in Chennai. So we can see the kind of the kind of crowd, the kind of people who are enthusiastic to try and catch a glimpse of both their leaders here in the same state, that is the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi here in Chennai, in the capital of Tamil Nadu, in just a short while from now.
All right, Apurva, thank you for getting us all those details. My colleague Apurva there. Visuals from Chennai just ahead of PM's visit. You can see there the visuals of viewers colourful, and in fact many waiting to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister as he will touch down in Chennai any time now. Well, that will be an important visit that we'll be tracking. Moving on to the other stories that we have been tracking.